G'day guys, Marky from the Iron Empire.
Charlie Dixon from Drivin with Dixon.
And we're here in Chuck's garage, and in this episode, we're getting started on our very first joint project. We got the winch handle, so that was a bit hard yakka, but we're up.
Yeah.
We're gonna tie them on, get it back to the shop. After we pull some other parts off the other car first. We need some parts to complete this thing, so we're gonna go rate a few of the important parts off the other car in the paddock, throw some bits in the back, and then hit the road. It's all you, bro. Alright, so that's it guys. We got the front bar and the right hand front fender off the donor car. We're going to hit the road now, get all this junk back to Charlie's shop, have a good look at what we got. Alright, here he is, just landed in Chuck's garage. XC has arrived and it's ready to undertake a new identity. Alright, so we're now here in Charlie's shop, Chuck's garage, and we got the XC here. We're going to do probably a fair bit of work on it here, as much as we can. And we put a post out on our social medias and also on YouTube last week to discuss this car and what we plan on doing with it. G'day guys, Marky from the Iron Empire and Charlie from Drive with Dixon.
And we're going to start our very first project, but we need your help.
So on this one, we're looking at doing some horsepower. So we're thinking about an engine swap, and we need you guys to help us pick what we're going to do. At this stage, we're throwing around some ideas, and we're thinking either an angry small block, turbo barra, or big block power.
Hopefully we'll be able to use SA companies and showcase what SA has to offer to the car scene. Also this to be a promotional vehicle for our meets and events that are up and coming, and hopefully you guys will get to see it and help out in the build.
So jump on and place your votes now. The plan for this car is to do a joint build of the two channels. Obviously those who follow along know that we do a lot of stuff on the channel together, but we've never done a car together. So that's where this car comes in. Charlie, as you guys know, he likes a lot of stuff. His Holdens, he's got a new Dodge Ram, and he likes his Fords as well. And this just happened to work out really well because Andrea had this XC already, and we were deciding we were going to build this into just back to what it was, which was a factory 6-cylinder steel blue Fairmont T-bar auto air conditioning power steering. So it has a lot of goodies in it, but we thought we want to build a tough street strip car, and this is the perfect donor. Although it might look a little bit ratty on the outside, it's actually got some really, really strong bones, and perfect candidate for a patina style muscle car. It had some body work done in the past. It's not a very straight car, admittedly, but it is super solid. There's very little rust in this thing. The floors are freaking mint. As we can see in here, the floors are super clean. Obviously all dusty and stuff, but people who know these cars will know very well that these XCs, XBs, XAs were never good for rust. They always got eaten out big time. But this, apart from a few little spots here and there, some rust spots there, it's a super solid car. So underside's mint, and as you'll see, She's pretty original under here. Aside from being converted to gas at one stage in the past, it's pretty unmessed with. So this is a perfect donor for us to get stuck into. When we put our post out last week, we were asked everyone what we should be putting in this car. We gave some options on what we think would work out well, and the options were either a Barra, big block, or a small block. And we kind of already knew where we were heading with this. This car, we knew where we wanted to head, but we wanted your feedback, and we're going with a big block. We had big block and Barra interest in this car, and probably a slight bit more Barra, to be honest with you, but let's be honest, we all know what Barras are capable of, and it has been done to death. We want to keep this old school. We want to rewind 30 years to what people used to do to get big horsepower on the cheap back in the day. Back then it was big cubes, big tires, carby power. We're talking big old school power. That's what we're going with this thing. So we're just unloading some stuff now, and then we've got one more trip to make today. We're gonna go down and have a look at some engine options. So I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. We are super pumped on the new build. I hope you guys are too. Just a reminder, if you want to support the channel, please jump onto our online stores. Chuck's Garage, Charlie's new segment on his channel, is got merch now as well, so you can go over and support his channel. Check that out. Also, if you want to check out mine, the online store, we have hats in stock. I've got plenty of black on black and black on grey, which were the most popular colours. And for those who purchase the next week, I'll be giving away some new Iron Empire stubby holders. So for those who want to jump on the online store, the support goes a long way. Let's get stuck back into the video. Alright guys, so we've now rocked up at F100 Spares down at Lonsdale. You guys may have seen this on the channel before. We've had a look around the yard. We're going to go see Mark inside, see what he's got for us. What have we got here, big boy? You got your F-Truck top on as well, ready to go.
Yeah, I know.
And you got your...
Got my 9 inch.
Got your 9-inch. You talking about the diff or...? Yeah, I'm still running a little ball warner. All right, so we have got some goodies from down here. We've seen Mark, absolute legend, sorted us out, an absolute wealth of knowledge, and we now have ourselves a freshly gift wrapped 9-inch out of a late 70s to early 80s F-Truck, a lot stronger in the housing. But the main thing that we're here for, the exciting thing that we're here for, bam.
Big block.
We got ourselves a big block. This is an early 460 big block. We haven't decoded it yet to know what date it is, but we're gonna get this thing back to the shop, get it cleaned up, check some part numbers. E3.
4.360, yeah.
So
Roughly,
that's
but
standard
standard.
460.
Yep.
Soon to be a
What? 520.
520.
Was it 520?
527 or 521 or something like that.
Well, that's a good start.
That's good. We got ourselves a standard bore 460. So we're starting with something really good.
So we might as well get a hot tank and start preparing it.
And start shopping for speed parts.
Go fast bits.
Go fast bits.
That's it.
And then it will go like this. So we've got a base 460.
Yeah.
So to make this into what we're looking at going, rather than if this is a complete motor, rather than doing all the machine work to make all the crank and everything, you know, you're going to get new pistons anyway. You exclude, basically deducting that from the cost of going the stroker route and gaining cubes while you're halfway there. Is that essentially what we're...
Yeah, because there's no point, because crankshaft grinding now is, you know, gone through the roof. Redoing a set of con rods and buying rod bolts, and by the time you spend all that money, you know, stroker kits are at a good level. I've hardly built a standard stroke engine for a long time. I've just I've just done one for a genuine GT, but all the other GT engines are all 393, 408,
Yeah.
because the appearance you can make look dead standard,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, and no one knows any different.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But in this application, being that 527 cube, and you know, the heads are already being done and proven,
Yeah.
and a good cam and stroker kit, this thing, you know, easy 700 horsepower.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah. How hard are we pushing it? You know, like, and then if we want to keep it at that, like, is it going to be able to go through drag channels, get beat on, and then drive to the next event, or be able to cruise and then sort of be reliable for us? Where if you put it,
We'll try and make it, you know, plenty of power and torque, and then we just back it off a bit for whatever the events that you got to do.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no need pushing it to its limit.
no, exactly right.
And
So essentially we're building a rotating assembly with a good compression ratio,
yeah, at least
and then-
11 to 1.
and we're going with factory cast iron heads,
Pump
but
fuel.
highly ported,
Yeah.
whatever available decent intake manifold, like a, we were thinking like a
Single plane.
single plane,
Yeah,
old
tall
school,
single plane, yeah.
tall
Yeah.
manifold.
Like with a 1050,
Yep.
Right.
decent carby.
Is that a
big
Dominator?
carby. Yeah,
Is it? So big carby,
big carby.
and
And you can buy pipes off the shelf, engine mounts to go into the Falcon.
Yeah.
and what about cam? Hydraulic?
Solid.
Solid.
flat tip.
All right, guys. So we are now back in Chuck's garage, and we've just got back from seeing Dave, and we've been looking and having a chat with him about what we're going to be doing with this 460. Really excited with where we're heading with that. As you've heard, we're going with the stroker route. At this stage, that's the plan, and we're going to be going for big horsepower and the XC. We're not going to unload this yet. We're going to get this into this next week, but we're just going to have a look around at what's involved and what we need to plan for. And yeah, we're super excited on this. We want to already thank everyone that's jumped on board so far and been helping us out and guiding us in with what way we want to go. Massive thanks to Dave Lee, of course. He's been guiding us through our discussions from day one on this build. Dave always helps me out with all of my builds. You've seen him on the channel a ton, and maybe even on Charlie's channel as well. Also, we want to say a massive thank you to Mark at F100 Spares. He dug out this core 460 motor. We're super pumped on that to find out that it is standard size, absolutely wrapped. He is an absolute guru when it comes to F100's parts and knowledge, absolute wealth of information. Check out my video that I released earlier in the year where we done a look around his shop and what he has. He supplies nationwide, so if you're in the market for Ford stuff, particularly F100, definitely check out F100 Spares. Of course, Jason from TUFF Mounts, we've had a chat with him. He does some mounts for a big block into a Falcon already on the shelf, including a trans cross member. So we'll definitely be using TUFF Mounts for the best mounts on the market. And I definitely have to give a plug to Andrea. This is in fact her car and still her car. So the first business we should be plugging is the Little Red Door Hair Studio, which is what business that Andrea owns in Gawler, north of Adelaide. Hopefully she doesn't mind me plugging that on the channel because that's what we're all about. We want to push local business, small businesses, and obviously automotive, but in that case, the salon. So maybe we need to put a Little Red Door Hair Studio salon sticker. Park it out from the salon.
Stolen her car.
Yeah, exactly. Stolen her car. She hasn't seen a penny yet. And yeah, this is going to be one awesome build. So don't forget, please like the video, subscribe to our channels, follow along, leave us a comment, let us know what you think of the build. Hopefully we didn't rustle too many feathers with not going with the generic Barra, but this is going big block and we can't wait. Like, subscribe, check out our online stores, support the channels. We appreciate it a lot, and we'll see you on an upcoming video. Cheers, guys. Better sign the wall, mate.
So Mark wants to add to my beautiful strips after I just did a little one in the Ram. The XR, the 260 bolts. Oh, that sounded awesome. Jesus! My neighbours are gonna hate me, eh? If they don't already.
I did alright.
I did alright. I don't even want to go into the shed because it'll be full.
That's good.
See ya, bro.